Guys, welcome to Foreign Blood TV. So today we're going to talk about Miss Cash and perhaps maybe one or two other things. So Cash, let Granny give you the game. Granny is a fair woman, an even woman. I don't pick sides. I pick the right side, and that's just what it is. But let me explain something to you. I guess one or two men's has made the comment to you that you look better than, or you're more well kept than most of the women. And baby, first of all, that's just the women they've been around. That's not a true statement. It is not a true statement at all. Second of all, you have let that comment you think has turned you into this supreme woman. Let me give you the game. All right, Granny, like I said, Granny's all for whatever you and your boy did, whatever it is. But don't act like, first of all, remember you were born nothing will ever change that. Nothing. You have learned how to be a woman, to emulate being a woman from other women. A man can't teach you how to be a woman. Women teach you how to be women. Now, if you were so superior, like you said, your people care about you, and I'm not saying, I'm definitely not saying your people don't care about you. But if your team was as strong and you handle your business and you got this and you got that and A, B, C, D, and all of the above, I hear you. But then my question is, if you're living the way you're living, why are you doing spicy scenes? Why are you doing spicy scenes? Aren't you the same one who said, I'm not like that. I'm such a lady. I don't lay up. I just don't do this. I just don't do that. Well, I can't tell. And you do it for money. I can't tell. And you do it for money. So then the question is, if you are so situated and, about your bread and you work so hard, why is that even part of your go-to for how you have to pay your bills? I'm just saying. You have to lay down to do spicy scenes to pay your bills? Help me figure out what you're saying. So you, yourself, you have to do spicy scenes. You can shop wherever you want. Now let's logically make sense. If you want to lay with Polo, you could have laid up with Polo on your own. You didn't have to do it online. You're getting paid pennies on the dollar, like all the other people, pennies on the dollar. And I don't care what he gave you, pennies on the dollar for what he's going to make off you. You're so well-to-do. You got to do strange things for change. You shop at Sephora, and you like MAC, and you like this, and you like that. But you got to sell for whoever to see so you can go shop at those stores? Is that what you're saying? Now, let me tell you something. You keep talking about these men's. It's men or man, okay? If anything, you can throw a little S after the word man. Your vocabulary kind of ain't up to par on the men's thing. I ain't tripping. You know we all talk different. Let's go to the fact how you get on here and try to educate a woman to, what was it you said? Yeah, that's why a lot of you women's men come to us. But baby, if they come to you, they're not staying with you. They're using you just like they're using everyone else. You act like these men's are coming to you and married you, because if that's the case, you would have been married 10 times over. I'm just saying, you just make it seem like you're just this cut above other women and only your way, and watch how I put my makeup on and this and this and this and that. And listen, I'm all for a good makeup tutorial. I watch men do makeup tutorials all the time and on themselves. So I ain't even that type of person. But don't let the fact be beyond you that you are who you are and you were born who you are. One thing for certain, two things for sure, nothing will ever change that. Now you're talking about living your truth, okay? Your truth is who you want to be, but also your truth is who you are. Now you're saying a cosmetologist told you about plastic surgery? A cosmetologist? A person that went to school to do hair? They told you what plastic surgery was for and who it was for? A cosmetologist? I think not. And if they did, it was mere, do you know what a cosmetologist is? Cosmetology, do you know what that is? And yes, cosmetology does come in all different forms and all different fashions. But, I'm just saying. So it's like you want to be so much educated in the girly world that you're learning from us. You think you're the baddest female walking, but you're not. Oh, you're pretty, but you're pretty when you're done up. In your regular state, in your regular fashion, you're just cashed. You need the makeup, and you need the hair, and you need the other things to make you look like a woman. Now, the thing about women, and I'm not, once again, Granny loves. But I got to remind you not to be beside yourself. The thing about most women, even on their worst day, they still look like women. They just might not be the prettiest women. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to drop that gem. You're so busy trying to compete against women to be a woman, but women aren't competing with you. Okay? So that's kind of, we're born women. We are who we are. We accept you guys, but don't compete against us, because all it is a man competing against a woman. We're not competing to be women. We were born women, baby. I mean, that's it, and that's all. There's nothing you can say that will ever change that. You got to remember, you have to put on a whole face and take some meds and do this and do that to emulate the look of a woman. Some of us women are just not the best looking women, but we still look like women. So you see what I'm saying? So that comment, someone told you, yes, you're one of your men's, you look better than, and that's compared to they're laying with, or the ones they're running across. And I'm not saying you aren't prettier than some of the women out there, but just know you have to do all that to put it on, to give that look that you're trying to give. So live in your truth, and your truth is who you want to be, and I totally support that. 100%. I ain't even mad at Polo with what he did, because I support. Them things don't bother me. You're free to be who you want to be, act like what you want to act like, whatever. Like who you want to like, whatever. But live in your truth. That's just like us. I'm going to give myself for example. And this isn't even about being a woman, being a man. I have to live in my truth, just like everyone else. We have to live in our truth. We have to understand our downfalls. You know, what makes us great? What can we work on? What can we improve? Who are we? Where do we come from? That's living in your truth. Now, I'm going to say this. What you're doing, that's living in the truth of who you want to be, who you feel like you are. But that's not even your total truth. You see what I'm saying? There's so much more to it. You're trying to erase the fact that what you were born of, what you derived of. You see what I'm saying? Not that you're trying to erase it, but you're trying to simulate or emulate something totally different than what you are. You're trying to, like, not even acknowledge that factor of your life. You see what I'm saying? And that's not living in your truth. You're trying to become something that you never will be. You were not born that. And once again, this isn't a hate. I don't lag. It's nothing like that. But if you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. So all that you trying to tell somebody to live their truth, you're not living your truth. You're living the truth that you want it to be. You're not living in reality. There's no common sense involved there. It's like a myth, a legend, a story, something put together, something you made up. And it's just one of those things. Just because you said it doesn't make it true. To live in our truth, we have to accept who we are and where we came from, what we've done, all our indiscretions in life. Our truth doesn't mean to take a lie and run with it. And that's the only part of the truth. Truth comes in many factors. There's a bunch of different pieces that makes the truth the truth. Embrace all of your truth. And here's another thing. And I've said it once, I've said it twice. If you want to be a woman, be a woman. I support it. You look pretty. I love that for you. But all this competing, and it sounds like you kind of have a thing against women. And just because one or two women treated you a certain type of way or made you feel, maybe it's not that they didn't even make you feel, maybe you're just realizing. So now there's like this competition between you and other women. And like I said earlier, the women aren't competing with you. You're competing with the women. So it's just like you're competing with the woman to see who's the better woman. And it's just like, sometimes when we do things or say things, we got to make it make sense so we can understand it. Because, child, I don't know. Listen, y'all, have a great day. Happy Wednesday. May today be your best day ever. I love you guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Have the best week ever.